Theresa, hi. Where are you at? Because I still am a veteran work supporter, so obviously, gun control is a big issue for me. We have Moms Demand Action that have proposed a number of changes, and then March for Our Lives have proposed, even more progressive changes. We have a number of bills that are sitting in the Senate that they won't even allow a vote on. If we're not able to flip the Senate, but you're able to flip Senator Ernst's seat, how do you think you'll be able to hopefully get some progress in actually getting at least a vote on those bills that have been sitting stagnant for so long?
Well, first off, Senator Ernst should be doing her job. She should be demanding every day that Mitch McConnell bring over bills from the House and allow them to have debate up and debate down. Divisiveness in Washington is something I hear an awful lot about, and people want it to end. They want that conversation. They want to get back to doing the work for the American people. Infrastructure is a great example. We're 50th in the nation in bridge suitability, and bridges that need to be repaired aren't Republican or Democrat. Iowans want investments, and they want maintenance, and they want those things done. So I think that's where it starts, is by being the senator that wants to work in a bipartisan fashion and that wants to demand that we take action on the bills as they come over from the House, rather than letting them pile up, rather than joining party leadership and voting 99% of the time with Mitch McConnell and party leaders, but putting Iowa first. Now, I grew up on a farm, and of course, on our farm, as I mentioned to you, Dad threw skeet. Oftentimes on Sunday afternoons. It was important to us to fill our freezer in the fall, and we often did that with deer hunting. It was important to protect our livestock, and so guns were an important part of our culture and our community, and we're responsible gun owners. And I tell you what, I think Iowa is a state of responsible gun owners. But we know through polling that so many Iowans do want sensible policies. They want to talk about and have some action on how we keep guns out of the hands of folks who can hurt themselves and hurt others. And I believe that bipartisan bill that the House has passed absolutely could be a step towards that. And our friends at Mom Demand Action, for example, want to see that action taken. And I would encourage Senator Ernst to get on board, take those first steps. In addition to that, I think a next really good step would also then to be to invest and allow research, allow the CDC to do research. If we had anything else in this country where 40,000 people a year died from, as they do from gun violence, we'd be doing research to figure that out and learn more and try to understand how we can curb that. And I'd love to see Senator Ernst being a leader on that and demand the kind of action I think that we need to take. So thank you for the comments.
I do have an opinion on sensible gun control. I'm a veteran. I have to admit that, firing assault weapons, they're a lot of fun. Come on, you got to say that. They're a lot of fun to shoot. Got to do machine guns, got to do the M16, throw practice grenades. It's a lot of fun when you're in the military. But you're in the military and you're training with professionals. They just don't put you on a range with a gun and say, here, knock yourself out. You spend a lot of time cleaning and taking apart and learning and doing training before you ever step 1 foot on the range. And then you have safety rules to follow. So as a veteran, I think they're fun, but I don't personally, as a responsible gun owner, and I do have guns, I don't need to have an assault rifle. I think too often and I'm not going to say video games because I love video games too, first-person shooters, they're a lot of fun. But I think in our culture, we've kind of veered off a little bit where guns used to be a tool to protect your livestock. They used to be a tool to put food on the table. And it used to be something that you worked with, and now they've become basically toys for the culture. They're not really used as tools anymore. And I think in that shift, we've kind of moved away from our identity as Americans and patriots by looking at guns as toys. They're not toys. They do kill, and for that reason, I don't think we need assault weapons in everyone's hands.
Thank you for sharing that. Absolutely.
And I don't like the idea of having them for hunting. I mean, well, the poor animal doesn't have a chance. I mean, you're gonna blow it in pieces, you know, what?
But
I just...
they're
God,
not, they're to kill things, but they are not meant for hunting. If you want to hunt an animal, you're gonna one shot, one kill. You're gonna
Right.
want to do it. You're never gonna fire on semi-automatic and put a 3-round burst into a deer because it's not very accurate. So it's just really a waste of time and
That's what I
energy.
hear, that people say that they use them for hunting, and it just like,
So thank
I don't
you.
get it.
Yes.